Hi guys, I'm Polka Dot Pigeon. Welcome back to my channel. I apologize for my brief hiatus. I'm not going to give excuses, I just didn't upload, we're just going to ignore that. But today I'm back with a really fun and exciting video. A few of you guys have actually asked me to do this type of video, so today's your day. I'm doing what you have requested of me. Today I'm going to be doing a style bundle breakdown video, and I'm going to walk you guys through all of the style bundles that I've curated and completed for this month's drop that I just did. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I make personalized style bundles and I drop them once every 1 to 2 months. I'm trying to speed up that process though and eventually get to once a month. But basically I open submissions and you fill out a form with all your information on it, and you give me your Pinterest board, your Depop, your TikTok, give me inspo pics, you tell me your size and what you want and what you don't want, and I will curate a clothing bundle for you. So this month I did 6, and I only offered 1 bundle option this time. I used to do levels, so I'd have like a small, medium, and large bundle, but I stopped doing that and have only been offering 1. But the next drop I do, I'm actually going to start doing levels again, and by the time this video comes out, I think my next drop will be available if the spots haven't filled up yet. If I can get the video edited fast enough, there might be some spots available, but I do let you guys know when I'm dropping on my Instagram, my YouTube posts, and on my TikTok story, so don't worry, I'll let you guys know one way or another. But like I was saying, I only offered 1 option this time, and that option included 10 clothing items and 5 accessories. It's actually one of the biggest bundle options I've ever offered. And like I said, I have 6 completed for this month. So the way I'm going to format this video is I'm basically just going to walk you through each bundle one by one, and I'm going to show you the person's inspo, and then I'm going to show you the items that I got based on their inspo. And I wanted to mention, I don't make outfits for the bundles, they're just individual clothing pieces. I mean, you could probably make an outfit from what I give them, but I don't like plan out outfits for them. It's just the individual clothing pieces and the accessories. And I also wanted to mention, accessories can include hats, belts, scarves, jewelry, bags, extra clothing items. The only thing I will not put in a bundle are shoes, and I state that on the form, and that's mainly for 2 reasons. 1, it makes the shipping expensive, and 2, there's always room for dry rot or just the shoe completely falling apart as soon as the person wears it, because vintage shoes are infamous for doing that. They don't even have to be vintage. It could be just a shoe that hasn't been worn in a while, and over time it just degrades the material. I don't really know the explanation behind it, but basically, if shoes aren't worn for a super long time, sometimes they can fall apart, and I don't want to take that chance, and I don't want the person wasting their money on a pair of shoes that might fall apart, you know? But I'm open to pretty much every other fashion item, just no shoes. I think I said everything that I needed to say, so I guess we're just gonna get on into the first style bundle. I'm probably going to be holding my phone a lot in this video, so I hope you don't mind, but the first bundle is all hung up on this clothing rack nice and neatly. So they describe their style as more grungy and whimsy goth, mainly a lot of alternative styles mixed together. They want darker shades of gray, black, purple, maroon, or blue. They like polka dots, stripes, plaid, and vector flourish, and they like thermal wear, silky, flowy, lace, and soft fabrics. They didn't want anything too bright or zigzag, and they don't like tops that are too showy in the chest area, so plunging v-necks, stuff like that. And for their dream items, they wanted more emo style belts, flowy tops, preferably in a baby doll style. They were also looking for longer skirts in cargo, denim, or plaid styles that are flowy, and then they wanted shorter, flowier dresses to layer with. I almost forgot. Their style inspirations are Alyssa Liu, 90s Winona Ryder, 90s Helena Bonham Carter, and Amy Lee. Okay, so keep all the inspo and inspo pics in your mind while I show you the items. First, I'm going to show you the clothing items, and then we're going to move on to the accessories. First up, we have this beautiful baby doll top. It's flowy and in a baby doll silhouette just like they wanted. This has a cute little, what is this, velvet design on the bottom that I thought was really nice, and I feel like it goes very well with their Pinterest board. It also isn't too showy in the chest area. It's pretty high up on the chest, and it has these nice little ruched type sleeves, I guess, and I really like this neck detail. This is by the brand Lithe, and I just think it's cute. Next top, we have this plaid baby doll style top with this, I don't know if this is technically Vector Flourish, but it reminds me of Vector Flourish, and I think they're really gonna enjoy this top. And once again, not too showy in the chest area, and it's a flowy silhouette. So that's the next top. Okay, next shirt is kind of very similar to the color of my wall, so hopefully it shows up on camera decently. It's this like thermal / Henley style 3/4 length sleeve top. They actually have something literally exactly like this on their Pinterest, except it's striped instead of a solid color, but I think they're gonna like it nonetheless. And it's like a dark, deep purple like they like. I said that so weird. Like? You know what I'm saying. Super cute. This is by the brand Faded Glory. I forgot to tell you the brand of this shirt. This is by the brand Studio M. There's a lot of skull details on their Pinterest board, so I thought this sweater would be perfect for their bundle. It actually has a skull on the back. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there is a skull. Do you see that? Hold on. Are you kidding me? Why can I not do this? Just trust me. You're supposed to wear a tank top underneath it, so then the skull decal will pop out and be more visible. There's a skull on it, okay? And it's a really cool sweater, and I think they're gonna like it a lot. Unfortunately, I do not know the brand of the sweater, so I can't tell you that, but it's super cool. And this one is a V-neck, but since it's meant to be worn with a shirt underneath it, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem because they can just wear a higher cut tank top with it. It's not even that low of a V-neck though, it's very minimal, but I do think they're really gonna appreciate the skull detail on the back that I really wish you could see, but you just can't. Next up is this black and gray striped dress. It's a shorter length and it has these really cool wide sleeves, and I'm pretty sure almost the exact same dress is on their Pinterest board. It's either a long shirt or a dress, but this looks exactly like it. So I saw this and I was like, wow, they have to have it. So they're getting it. It has this cool like band across the chest as well. And I think this is gonna look really cute with like lacy tights and some flats or something like that. The brand of this is Kit. I don't know how to say that, but there it is. And it's actually like a sweater material. It's not like a super heavy sweater material though, so depending on where they live, I think they can get away with wearing it in the summer months as well. This person didn't specifically ask for like only summer clothing, so I think it'll be fine. Next dress is this super pretty flowy baby doll style dress. This is actually 90s. I thrifted this a really long time ago. I've had this dress for so long, but I never wear it, and I think it should go to a home where someone will actually wear it. And the brand of this dress is Starina. Super cute. And the final dress included in this bundle is this really pretty gray one. They have a lot of like distressed, like patchwork looking dresses on their Pinterest board, and this dress is very much distressed. It's intentionally distressed, by the way. And it has these really cool just layers and details on the bottom, like the bottom's frayed, and then it has a cute little pocket in the back, and it's flowy and it's stretchy and it's nice and airy. This is by the brand Mirror. She's beautiful. Okay, for the skirt option, I was able to find this gray, black, and purple plaid skirt. Literally the most perfect skirt ever for this bundle. It's a nice flowy silhouette, and it includes like all of their favorite colors. It's like the perfect classic 90s plaid skirt. I remember when these were like viral on Depop a few years ago, like everybody was buying them and you weren't able to find them in thrift stores literally ever. Thankfully, people have chilled out on that a little bit, and I was actually able to find a good skirt for this bundle. Okay, moving on to outerwear, I guess. I saw a few little cropped cardigans on her Pinterest, so I thought this just plain black one would be a cute little addition to the bundle. It has these really cute big buttons, and it'll look really nice with a baby doll dress or a baby doll top. This doesn't have a brand, but it's a very soft material. Like, this is a really nice cardigan. Then we have this cute grungy cover-up. This is by the brand So Wear It, Declare It. I love this brand. And it's this nice gray color with flecks of like magenta and like white. And it just has the big button detail in the middle. It's meant to be worn like over a tank top or a dress as like an overlayer. This is giving very much Helena Bonham Carter. Like, imagine this cardigan over this dress, I feel like I'm screaming. That's darling. Also, I'm sorry if the lighting gets like really weird throughout this video. I'm filming this at like 9 o'clock at night, so I have to use my box light, and it tends to make the camera look crazy depending on whatever colors I'm holding up. So, okay, that concludes all of the clothing items that are going to be included in this bundle. Now we're going to move on to the accessories. First up, we have this cute little sleeveless cardigan, I guess you could call it, and it's striped, and it has this nice little ruffle around the collar and down the sides. I don't know, it's a really cool layering piece. Okay, for their next accessory, I wanted to throw in something that was more of like a masculine, like grungy item, because they did have some of this on their Pinterest board. This is just this Easy Riders gray oversized long sleeve. It has really cool flames on the sleeves, and then it has a back hit as well. I think it's just the same thing on the front and the back. Oh, this has this detail. What is that called? A spade? I don't know, but that's the next accessory. I love this shirt. This is super cool, and I hope they like it. For their next accessory, I wanted to include a chunky jewelry piece because they had a lot of like studded and spiked bracelets on their Pinterest. Unfortunately, it's really hard to thrift studded bracelets, at least in the area I'm in. I never find them, and I'm assuming that's because everybody else is wanting them. But I was able to find this, and I still think it matches their vibe like perfectly. Look. It has little stars in the little silver details. It's not a cuff, it's a bangle, but I mean, look how cool that looks. Like, that kind of looks like a cuff, right? I think it's really cool. So this is their third accessory. For the fourth accessory, they're getting this cutie little like newsboy cap. I feel like this style of hat always looks really cute with baby doll silhouettes. Like, in my mind, they're meant to be worn with a baby doll top or a dress or whatever. Like this shirt, this hat, a pair of jeans or something. It was meant to be. It was made by whatever makes things and sent down to earth. For the last accessory, I wanted to include a bag of some sort because I saw a lot of bags in the inspo pictures. So I managed to find this Old Navy army green messenger bag. And they had a lot of messenger bags specifically in their inspo, like patchwork messenger bags, and I figured they could put patches on this or pins and just customize it however way they want, because it is like a blank canvas. It has like a little Old Navy tag on the side, a lot of room on the inside. It's just a super cool bag. This is actually vintage. It had a dog tag on the side. Unfortunately, I had to take it off because it was covered in like that green, like weird rusty garbage that like copper accumulates over the years. And I'm pretty sure it said it was from March of 1994. But like I said, I had to take that thing off because it looked nasty. But the rest of the bag is in very good condition. And that completes the first style bundle that I curated for this drop. I love this bundle. I'm super proud of it, and I can only hope that the person receiving it loves it as much as I do. I actually really like this round of bundles that I did. I mean, I'm super proud of like every round of bundles I do, but there's just certain rounds where I'm like, wow, I really hit the nail on the head and I executed that vibe like perfectly, and I just kind of like blow myself out of the water, you know? I just sit there and I'm like, you're amazing. Just gas myself up in my mind, you know? I just hype myself up. I'm like, wow, you're amazing. You could literally be like a stylist in a movie or a TV show. But then I get in my head and I'm like, what if they hate it? What if you just did a totally different vibe than what they wanted, even though you literally scavenged their Pinterest board and created the perfect mood board and got items that are literally on the mood board? What if they just hate it? But that's because I like overthink everything, you know? Whatever. Anyways, that was the first bundle. That took me 30 minutes to get through. Hopefully I can speed the rest of these up so I don't have 7 hours of footage to edit. Let's move on to the second one. Before we get into the next bundle, I wanted to take a moment to show you my makeup look for today. Here it is. As you guys might have noticed, I haven't been wearing eye makeup for like the past 4 months because I had a horrendous allergic reaction to lash glue. So for like the past 4 months, I haven't done anything really to my eyes. But just this past week, I've finally reintroduced eye makeup into my everyday makeup routine, and my eyes are tolerating it pretty well. I haven't had any swelling or flaking or really any reaction, honestly. I haven't worn lashes, which I don't think I will wear lashes again, but this is what I did today. I'm very into the little dots around my eye area. I think it looks really cute. I did the little dots to match my new hair color, which I don't even know if I mentioned, but my hair is like neon coral now. It's supposed to be neon coral. It kind of looks like more orangey than anything, but once I wash it out a few times, it'll look neon coral. Anyways, enough of me. Let's get into the second bundle. Here it is all on the rack. When asked to describe their style, they said, I take inspo from a lot of different alt subcultures. I like emo, tweemo, goth punk, dark decora, and mall goth. I combine a lot of different elements from these. I definitely like darker colors as well as more masculine fitting pieces. I'm very much a hat guy. And then their style inspirations include me, Jubers, Chizzo Does Things, and Andy Beersack. Their favorite colors are red, purple, black, and gray. Their favorite patterns are pinstripe, stripes, plaid, leopard print, and things like skulls, spiderwebs, and swirls. They don't really like brown, navy blue, or super bright colors. They don't like argyle, checker, or floral. And a texture they don't like is velvet. Their dream items are Trip NYC pants, shorts, or vests. And then they also want capris, cool tights, thin scarves, camo print capris, bullet belt, and cute graphic tees. And then an item they said they didn't need are jeans. They also wanted to note that they live in Florida and it gets really hot there, so I had to keep that in mind when curating their bundle. I think that's pretty much it, so I'm gonna show you everything I got for them. Just like last bundle, I kind of have this organized from like shirts to outerwear to bottoms to accessories, so I'm gonna start with shirts first. First up, we have this cute little skull graphic tee. They mentioned they like skulls, and there's a lot of skulls on their Pinterest board. So there's that. This is like a really thin material as well. It's not like thin in the cheap way, it's just like a nice thin shirt, so it'll be nice for that Florida heat. I mean, even if it wasn't thin, it's a short sleeve shirt, so it'll work. This is actually for my personal closet, but it's too big for me. It doesn't fit me, and I don't want it sitting in my closet. I want it to be worn and out in the world because it's such a cool shirt. I'm actually jealous of this person. I mean, I could just keep it, but I know I wouldn't wear it. So I'm jealous that they're getting it, even though I have complete control over that. Whatever. It's going to them. This is by the brand LOL Vintage. I saw a lot of band tees on their Pinterest board, so I thought they might like this death band tee. Look at that super cool graphic. I love this band, by the way. I don't know if they listen to death, but if they don't, I highly recommend, if you're watching this, that you check them out. They are a wonderful band, and I think you'll like them. Maybe. Next, I have this masculine cut tank top with all of these grommets and studs on the shoulder. This shirt is so cool. It's actually by We The Free, which I'm pretty sure is sold at Free People. I think it really fits their vibe though, and I think it'll look really cute over like a band tee. Obviously the graphic wouldn't show, but just like having the sleeves poke out, I think that'd be like a really cool silhouette. You see what I'm saying? With like some plaid capris or something. That was kind of my idea giving this to them. And it's a tank top, so it's good for the Florida weather. And they do have a lot of grommet and stud detailing on their Pinterest board. Next up is another shirt covered in skulls because once again, they love skulls. This is this like chambray denim style button up. It's not super thick though. This is a pretty thin material and you can roll the sleeves up to make it even more summer friendly. I think this will look really good like unbuttoned with like a tank top underneath it, or even all the way buttoned up with like plaid capris or something and then like a tie. I think that'd be like a really cool look. I don't know. So I'm giving this to them. This is by the brand Almost Famous. Okay, moving on to like outerwear pieces. First up, I have this plaid waistcoat or vest, whatever you want to call it. I mean, kind of fits their Pinterest board to a T. I actually thrifted this for myself, but it does not fit me how I wanted it to fit me, and I realized it would be perfect in their bundle, so I'm giving it to them. This is by the brand Nolly. Pretty sure I raved about this brand in my last video. I love thrifting Nolly. Next outerwear piece is this really cool like short sleeve cardigan almost. It's red and black stripes, two of their favorite colors and one of their favorite patterns. It has nice little pockets right here and it buttons down the front so they could wear it closed if they wanted to. This is by the brand Canyon River Blues. I really like this. I kind of want to keep it. Okay, now moving on to the bottoms. First up, I have this little skirt, which I think will be a really good layering piece. Like, obviously this is really tiny, but I did see a few like little mini skirts on the Pinterest board, but those skirts were like layered over pants or layered over something else. So I'm hoping they can use this skirt for layering purposes. But it's really cool. Like, it has all these asymmetrical layers, and then it has some little studs right there and right there and right there. I don't know, I just imagine it over like capris or maybe like a pair of shorts or pants, obviously. And it's stretchy, so you can put it over like bulkier items too. This is by the brand Kayo. I literally can't read the tag, but that's the first bottom option they're getting. I don't know if you remember it or not, but this person did say that one of their dream items was Trip NYC shorts, vests, capris, you know, something of that sort. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find them Trip NYC capris or shorts, but I found something pretty dang similar. These are by the brand Super Low Fat, which is actually like a 90s mall goth brand, I think. Here they are. And come on, if I didn't just tell you the brand of these, you would probably guess that these were Trip NYC. They're literally like a Trip NYC dupe. And they're red and black, some of their favorite colors, and they're plaid, and they're literally just perfect. They also have so many cool details. They have like the D-rings, can you see D-ring on them? And the back of the legs actually like have this cool detail that cinches the leg or uncinches the leg. See? You can change the silhouette of the legs. The pocket also has this cool like detail. It has like a trim right there, but you can unbutton the trim and just have that hanging, I guess. I don't know. These are really cool shorts slash capris. I guess you'd categorize them as capris. They're below the knee. Like, come on. Next, I have this lace pair of leggings. I kind of thought these were cool because the lace kind of reminds me of spider webs, and they mentioned they like spider webs, and they mentioned they like to layer with tights. But they're gonna look really cool underneath a skirt or a pair of shorts or a dress or something. Or even like this with like a pair of like colorful ripped tights over the top. That would look really cool. Okay, for the last bottom, I really tried finding a pair of camo capris. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find like a true pair of capris, but I was able to find these camo pants that have these cinches at the bottom that you can roll up to make into capris, and they're like wide leg enough and baggy enough that I think it works out fine. You see? You get what I'm saying? And this is like a really nice, like thin, breathable pair of pants. Like, this is not like a super thick, like canvas material. So although they are pants, I think it'll be fine for the Florida heat. So hopefully this item is a fine substitute for camo capris. So that was all the 10 main clothing items in this bundle. I actually have a few extras for this one. I have this extra outerwear piece that I really wanted to include, despite the fact that the back is kind of messed up a little bit. It's a Trip NYC vest, and they literally said that one of their dream items was a Trip NYC vest. And I have one. But the only problem is the back. Somebody wrote this quote on it in fabric marker or something, and they wrote it so off-centered and horrendously. It says, "Death is a debt to which I have paid, and so will you." They like totally messed up this vest. So I figured that since they have their 10 clothing pieces already, I would just throw this in as an extra, and maybe like just say maybe you can put a patch on it, or maybe literally just paint over that with black fabric paint or something. Like, you can do a lot to cover that up. I was gonna keep it for myself, but it's a little too big for me, and I think they'd really like it. So hopefully they can figure out something. Literally just get a black fabric marker and color that to make it at least a little less noticeable. Or even just cut out a graphic from a band tee and literally just safety pin it onto the vest if you like don't know how to sew or something. But they're getting it because I really think they're gonna like it a lot. So that's one of their extras. They have a few extra accessories as well, I think like 2 or 3. So let me show you all of those. First up, I found this thin little peace sign scarf for them. I did thrift 2 other scarves for this bundle because they specifically asked for thin scarves, but I like totally blanked and thrifted them checker print scarves, and one of their least favorite patterns is checker print. So I didn't include them in the bundle, obviously, but I was able to find this one for them. And this is a very thin scarf. It's so thin it's see-through. And it's got peace signs on it. Super cool. And they did mention that they wanted cool tights, so I got 3 pairs for them. First up are a red and black striped pair of tights. I think this is like a basic in any alternative person's wardrobe. And then I found them these red barbed wire print tights. Super cool. Now that I'm thinking of it, I don't think I've ever seen barbed wire print tights. Or maybe I have and I just don't remember, but these are like so insanely cool. And then the last pair of tights I got them are just these red fishnets. I managed to find them dead stock, so that's cool. And then lastly for accessories, I got them 3 hats because they mentioned that they are very into hats. First up is this gray and red and black plaid one. Kind of in like a military style. It has those 2 little buttons on the side. And then I found them this cool camo one that's also in like that military style. This one has like little rhinestones on it. Very faint rhinestones, but that's a cute little detail. This would look super cool with some pins or patches on it as well. And then this is the last hat and the last accessory and item of the bundle. It's this fisherman's cap, I think is what it's called. I saw very similar ones to this on their Pinterest board, so hopefully they'll like it. And that's everything for this bundle. What can I say? I really like this bundle as well, but I'm gonna say that about every single one, so just prepare yourself now. I especially like that Trip NYC vest. It's just very unfortunate that somebody was testing their crafting abilities and unfortunately did not execute them very well, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee and then continue on with the rest of the bundles. I'm doing this really slow, you guys. This one also took me 30 plus minutes to get through because I just talk and stutter and have to re-say everything I say. It's so annoying. Sometimes I'm so tempted to like script all my videos because I stutter so much. Like I'm constantly tripping over my words and saying things wrong, and I'll say like sentences out of order. Like I'll completely just jumble an entire sentence. I don't know. When I was younger, I used to write backwards. Like I would write my words backwards. Like I write my name backwards, all my sentences backwards. I thought I grew out of it, but perhaps it's just followed me into adulthood and I'm still carrying those characteristics, those traits. Anyways, I'm gonna go make coffee. I'll come back. We have 4 more to do. Oh my god. I'm back. I have my very tiny cup of coffee and I've hung up the next bundle in preparation of your guys' viewing pleasure. So let's get into it. Honestly, I kind of had a hard time shopping for this bundle, but I love a challenge, okay? So this person describes their style as typical gothy metalhead. They said they wear a lot of band shirts with skinny jeans, and when they go out they like to dress up very hyper feminine, showing off their clavicle area and stomach. They enjoy mixing textures like lace and velvet, ruched and ribbed, stuff like that. They love wearing combat boots with just about everything, including dresses. They don't wear color, only black. The only color they wear are in their t-shirts. So this entire bundle is composed of only black clothing items. No color whatsoever. For their style inspirations, they listed Susie Sue, Nancy from The Craft, Winona Ryder from the early 90s, and Celine from the Underworld. Obviously, their favorite color is black, and some of their favorite textures are velvet, lace, pleats, ribbed, leather, and ruched materials. They don't like those popcorn scrunchy shirts, and they don't like faux leather because it peels. And for their dream items, they said they've been looking for a black maxi-length, long, single-button trench jacket, either leather or fabric, and then items they don't want or need, graphic shirts or blue denim. Like I said earlier, I kind of had a hard time shopping for this bundle. Not because this like vibe or style is hard to find at thrift stores. I was finding a lot of it. It's just the pieces that I were finding were fast fashion, and I don't put fast fashion in the bundles. I don't put Shein, Romley, Princess Polly. I don't do any of that. I try to stick to strictly vintage or Y2K pieces unless someone specifically asks me for like a brand, you know? But typically I will not put fast fashion brands in my bundles because these people are paying good money, and I'm sure they're not paying for like horrible quality clothing. Actually, a lot of people tend to ask me not to include any fast fashion brands. I personally thrift fast fashion sometimes for myself, but I just won't put it in the bundles. So I kept coming across clothing items in this style, and I'd look at the tag and it'd be Shein, or I would feel it and I'm like, wow, that feels like paper, you know? And I'm not saying that because I think the style is like giving Shein. Obviously, that's not what I mean. This is like an OG 90s like goth style, and Shein and Romley and fast fashion brands, you know, rip off literally everything. I just kept finding Shein over and over and over again. So it took a little extra digging, but I curated some bangers in this bundle. The whole bundle's a banger, okay? I love it, and it reminds me of my trad goth days back in like 2022, 2023, you know? Okay, enough of my blabbering. I'm starting with shirts. First one I have is this black ruched top with little sequin detailing. You see that? Gorgeous. You can wear it off the shoulder or on the shoulder. I might have to fix the exposure for this bundle because every single clothing item is black, but we'll see. We'll see. This is by the brand One Heart or One Love, I don't know. Next top I have this like little corset with this faux ribbing situation down the front, and then it has velvet ribbons that tie over the shoulders. They said they like to show their clavicle region and their stomach when they go out, so I thought this would be good for that. I know I just said I only try to include vintage or Y2K pieces. I don't think this is vintage or Y2K, but it's not Shein or Romwe or anything like that. It's by the brand Micos or Mikos or something like that. I don't know. I made an exception with this piece because it is actually really good quality. It doesn't feel like garbage, and it's really cute, and it literally fits the inspo perfectly. Okay, moving on to dresses. First up we have this lace mini dress. This is vintage All That Jazz. If you know, you know. All That Jazz has the cutest vintage dresses in the entire world. I've thrifted so many by this brand. There's the tag. It has like music notes. It's super cute. I really like the straps on this dress. They're like double spaghetti strap vibes. And then it has a very nice neckline. Little lace over slip, and then obviously it has like an opaque slip underneath. And I think this will be really good to layer with, and also it's like unique enough to just like wear on its own and it still like looks interesting, you know? I think this would be like really cool to wear with like fishnet tights and combat boots, and then maybe like a knit shawl or something like that, just mixing a ton of textures. Next dress is just this simple black baby doll dress with pockets. It needs to be ironed. It looks like crazy on the hanger because it's so wrinkly. But I saw a few dresses like this on the Pinterest board, so I thought I'd give it to them. This is by the brand Anchor Blue. I really like the little pockets in the front. Okay, this next dress is probably my favorite item of the entire bundle, and I think it fits their style so well. It's this like bodycon lace midi dress. It has like a pointed end, I don't know if you can tell. It has sheer lace sleeves, this really pretty detail around the neckline. And then my favorite part about the dress are the end of the sleeves. They have this like split, I don't know how the heck to show this to you. It's very vampire-esque. Do you see what I'm talking about? That's at the end of the sleeves. It's very pretty. This with like a corset around the waist and some combat boots, like those pointy combat boots. What are those called? Pinky Winklers or something like that. Those would look really cute with this dress. Unfortunately, this doesn't have a brand on it, so I cannot share that information with you. Honestly, this is like one of my best thrift finds of the year. I was really surprised I found this and it hadn't been snatched up before I got to the thrift store. Next dress is this midi slash maxi length button down dress, and it has this really pretty crisscross detail in the back. Like, look at that, super intricate. This really reminds me of Winona Ryder. I don't really know why specifically, but it's giving Winona Ryder. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find this person a single button, like trench coat, long jacket type thing like they wanted, but I figured maybe the button down vibe on this dress could make up for that, potentially. The brand of this dress is the New Oz Group. I've never heard of this brand, but it is vintage, so that's cool. Okay, moving on to outerwear. First up we have this little like knit shrug. Cutesy. It's very, very soft. I really like the feeling of this. This is by the brand American Rag. Then we have this Velvet Express waistcoat, vest, whatever. I'm pretty sure I either showed this in a thrift haul on my YouTube shorts or it was in a thrift haul in one of my videos. I originally thrifted this for myself, but it does not fit me the way I wanted it to fit me, but I think it will fit this person literally perfectly. They have pretty similar measurements to me, they're just a tiny bit smaller than me, so I think this will work for them very well. And they have vests like this on their Pinterest board, so. And I like the contrast with like the satin and the velvet. And it has a little adjuster thing in the back, so that's cool. Next outerwear piece is another knit shawl type thing. This is like a bat wing silhouette though, and it has like these cool pointed things on the bottom. I saw a lot of stuff like this on the Pinterest board, like loose shrug style things. This is by the brand Say What, which is one of my favorite brands to thrift. Okay, next outerwear item is this like fishnet or wide knit top. This honestly might be a bathing suit cover up, I don't know, but I think it would be such a cool layering piece. It cinches in the middle, or you can wear it loose. Like you could wear this over a lace maxi dress or something, or like a maxi skirt and you wear like a corset around the top. Like that'd be cute. And I don't know, I think they could do something really cool with this. It has these ties in the front. And I feel like the silhouette of this is just very like 90s goth, you know? This is by the brand J&W. Moving on to bottoms. First, we have this midi skirt. Look at all the details on this. Beautiful. It has a really nice shape to it. It kind of like peplums out at the waist, so it has like a lot of volume to it. This is by the brand Montgomery Ward. It's vintage, I'm guessing probably 80s. This is another piece I thrifted for myself, but it doesn't fit me how I wanted it to fit me. I don't know, there's so much you can do with a midi skirt. And then for the last bottom, I got them this vintage pair of Forever 21 slacks or dress pants. They have a few of these on their Pinterest board. And look at that cute Forever 21 tag. Beautiful. They have little waist adjusters too, so you can make them smaller. And they're a nice like wide leg flare, I guess. And they have a cool like pleat down the front. And they're a nice low rise fit. Okay, that's all for the clothing items for this bundle. Now I'm going to show you the accessories. And I believe I have a few extras for this bundle, but they're like accessory adjacent, so I'm just going to show you them with the accessories, you know? First up, I have this really cute skinny scarf. It almost looks like a mini shawl, like the shape of it. But look at all the texture and like the detail on this thing. And it's really long. I don't want to put it on because I have like makeup right here, so I don't want to like ruin it. I would show you otherwise. But you could like put it on your back. Here, I'll do that for you. Like that, you know? And just like tie it. It's super cute. Or tie it around your head or something. So that's their first accessory. Next accessory I'm giving them is this cute little lace garter belt. Has a cute little bow right there, and then obviously the garter straps. You can wear a garter belt in so many different ways than just its intended way, you know? I used to wear them up here like over shirts, or honestly if you had a big enough one you could wear it as a shirt. Typically you wear them down here. I like to wear them over skirts and shorts and stuff, or obviously you could wear it as it's meant to be worn. But I just thought this was cute and a fun little thing to throw in there. This doesn't have a brand, it just has a size. I noticed a lot of chunky silver jewelry on their Pinterest board, as well as like chains and really long necklaces. So I thought this item would be a perfect addition to the bundle. This is actually like a chainmail skinny scarf. I don't actually know if this is chainmail, it just kind of looks like it. Barely, but it's a skinny scarf and it's smooth, it's not like uncomfortable or anything, and it can be wrapped around the neck, draped everywhere, anywhere you want. Worn as a belt, you can tie it around your waist. It's thin enough to like tie. So I don't know, I thought this was really like such a unique piece, and once again, and it's a really cool texture. Like look how like slinky this is. It's like metal, but it feels like fabric. I don't know how they make stuff like this. Next accessory is a pair of patterned tights. This one just has multiple little designs on it, and I managed to find another pair of tights dead stock, so that's cool. And then last accessory that isn't an extra is this really pretty 90s gothic choker. Look at that like stone. I don't know what type of stone this is, but it's beautiful. And then the beaded part is really pretty. And this is like cool because it just like opens like that and like wraps around the neck. And they're getting one extra, and it's actually a DIY from my sister. They mentioned they like Susie Sue style. So I'm giving them a little Susie Sue bottle cap DIY pin. And hopefully they can find some use for it. And that's everything going in this bundle. And although I had a little bit of a difficult time curating this one, I had a fun time nonetheless. And this is one of like the most unique bundles I've ever done because they didn't want any color. Like most bundles I do, they want like all kinds of different colors and they want all kinds of different patterns and stuff. So this was kind of a different experience, but I liked it, and I really liked the bundle I curated, and it looks so cool on this rack, just like it looks like a goth masterpiece. A banger. The bundle is a banger. That's all I have to say. Moving on to the next one. Okay, it's time for the next bundle. This person describes their style as kitschy, twemo, whimsy goth, and boho. Their style inspirations are Helena Bonham Carter and Hope Sandoval in the 90s. Their favorite colors, patterns, and textures are plaid, mesh, paisley, stripes, lace, patchwork, floral, velvet, corduroy, purple, green, burgundy, black, and brown. Some things they don't want included are houndstooth, gingham, crushed velvet, or bubble hems. They also don't want skinny jeans or shorts. Their dream items are low-rise, wide-leg capris or gauchos with fun details, example studs, embroidery, or cargo pockets. They want a 2000s plaid top, tight button-down knit cardigan, graphic shirt, a black studded belt, and black wide-leg jeans. Just like the rest of them, we're starting with the tops. First up, I have this green 3/4 length sleeve hooded Henley top or waffle knit top. I don't really know what this is called, but it fits like the Twemo vibes of their Pinterest board. So yeah, this is by the brand Polo Jeans Company. Next top, we have this crochet or knit sweater. They have a few things similar to this on their Pinterest, so I thought it was really good. And I think the fringe details add to the boho vibe of it. And it also has a slight little bell sleeve action going on. Has a nice little lace-up detail on the neckline. It's really pretty and it'll look really nice over a maxi skirt or something. This is by the brand Like Love. Moving on to dresses. First up, we have this little tan sweater dress with all these really pretty sequin details throughout it. I really like the neckline of this. It gives a lot of opportunity for layering options, you know? And then the bottom, so pretty. This is by the brand American Rag. Next dress is very Helena Bonham Carter coded. It's this like dusty purplish gray color with all these lace cutouts. Look how cool that is. The neckline is lined in lace. This is by the brand BCBG Generation. She's beautiful. I love this dress. But I will not keep it. It is for this individual. I have one outerwear piece for this bundle and it's a button-down cardigan like one they were talking about. This one is like this charcoal gray and like olive green striped pattern. It's that nice Twemo vibe. It has really cute button details on the end of the sleeves as well. This is by the brand Ann Taylor Loft. Okay, there's a lot of bottoms included in this bundle because there were so many like skirt inspos and stuff on their Pinterest board. First bottom is this corduroy skirt with little pleats in the front, and then it has this beautiful beaded detail in the back. Gorgeous. This is by the brand Rave for Rave. This is like the only Rave for Rave tag I've seen that looks like that. This is like all the things that this person likes in one piece. So that's cool. Next bottom is another skirt. This one is this really pretty purple tiered midi skirt. It cinches on the waistband and it's very flowy and beautiful. This would honestly look nice with this sweater. Let's see. Imagine. I can't hold it up how I want to hold it up. But it would just layer nicely because this is like a longer sweater and the skirt would just be like peeking through the bottom. And I think these colors look really good together. The camera is not doing it justice there. I don't know, hopefully you see my vision. Next bottom is another skirt. I saw something exactly like this on their Pinterest board. It's this white midi skirt or midi/maxi skirt with all of this patchwork panel detailing. It has like all kinds of different lace and different fabrics all throughout it. And it's a very flowy, beautiful silhouette. Look at that, it's so pretty. This is by the brand Baranda. It sits like really low on the hips and I think it would look really nice with like a chunky belt right here for like a super boho look and maybe some like little brown boots or something. Next bottom is another skirt. This skirt is literally the most beautiful skirt I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And it's not my style, which is why they're getting it, but if it was my style, I would be keeping it, okay? It is this sage green, gorgeous maxi skirt with these crisscross belt loops. They're like silky satin belt loops and they have them in the back too. And it has this like intentional distressing all throughout the skirt. Look at the silhouette of this thing. Oh my gosh. The bottom has all the distressing too. Oh, It's beautiful. Honestly, if this was like a darker color, I would probably keep it. I just don't ever wear this color. And I know I could dye it, but knowing myself, I am never gonna do that. And this is by the brand Connection 18, which I've never heard of. Next bottom is a pair of wide leg capris. This one is just a simple plaid pair, but I wanted to include at least one pair of capris in their bundle because they specifically said they wanted capris. These are by the brand No Boundaries. Okay, last bottom is a pair of corduroy flare pants. I saw so many pairs of pants on their Pinterest board that look exactly like this pair of pants, and I was so surprised to find these at the thrift store. Just like with that black lace midi dress I was telling you about, I'm surprised nobody took them before I was able to find them because they're that amazing. I was shocked. But it pays off to go to the thrift store every single day, multiple times a day, because you find grails like this. They're brown corduroy vintage Union Bay flare pants. Let me get up close to show you the details. Look at that. I love the closure on these pants. And then let's get some back pocket action. Look at that detail. It's like shimmery on both pockets. Sorry about the horrendous exposure. That's all I have to say. They're perfect for this bundle. Anyways, that's all the main clothing items for the bundle. Now we're moving on to the accessories. First up is this Y2K Forever 21 butterfly graphic shirt. They had a lot of like Copco Peen-esque pieces on their Pinterest board, and I kind of thought this gave the same vibe. And the print is on both sides, so that's cool. It's not just like a one-sided print. It has a really deep V-neck, so you can put a cute little cami underneath it. The camera's not doing it justice, but the colors are like so much more vibrant in person. So that's the first accessory. Next accessory is this cute little floral vest. There's one particular picture that I based this accessory off of. It looks very similar, and I feel like Hope Sandoval would have worn this in the 90s with like a maxi skirt or something. It's vintage copper key. Next accessory is this crochet beaded belt. You just tie it around the waist, or you could wear it in your hair. I think I've worn it in my hair. Or you wear it as a skinny scarf, or as a necklace. Very versatile little piece. Then I'm giving them this butterfly necklace. Look at that. This isn't a real butterfly in here, by the way. I think it's like paper or something. It's a very unique piece, and I love how much of a statement piece it is. And for their last accessory, I'm going to give them a bag. I'm giving them this denim beaded shoulder bag. I think Jubers actually gave this to me, but I just don't get enough use out of it, and I really think this person will like it. So it's going to a new home. It is really cute though. Look at all the details on it. I do like the fit of this a lot. I just don't wear it enough. And yeah, I think that's everything that's going in this bundle. Absolute banger. We have 2 more to go. I actually got through this bundle pretty fast. I got through it in 18 minutes instead of 30. So let's see if I can do that for the next 2. Okay, here's the next bundle. This person describes their style as Victorian ghost times clown girl times middle schooler streetwear skater boy. And they said their style inspirations are Rianne Finn, Vex Thrifts, and Ariel McKenna. They said they love stripes, funky patterns, funny, cool, oversized graphic tees. Their favorite colors in clothing are red, black, blue, green, gray, white, brown. They love boat necks, and they love buttons and anything asymmetrical and weird. They like oversized baggy fits typically, but not always. And they said colors they're not super into when they're the main color of the clothing is orange, yellow, neons, and pink. But they said that if I find something that I think they'd really like, then they're willing to expand out of their comfort zone. They said they're not a fan of super itchy textures, not a fan of skinny jeans. And for their dream items, they said they don't usually wear skirts, but if I find a maxi/midi skirt that I think they'd like, they love to try it out. Also, they want a pair of striped short shorts, a soft material preferred, preferably long enough to cover their butt. And then lastly, items they don't want or need are hats and scarves. Okay, shall we get started? First up, we have this blue and gray striped shirt. They have a shirt on their Pinterest board that looks exactly like this, except there's like a little buckle thing right here. But it's pretty dang similar to that shirt. So that's the first item. This is by the brand Unique, by the way. Then they had like a lot of like sporty elements on their Pinterest board, so I thought this next top would be perfect for them. It's this little tank top with like a little pocket in the front. It's just giving very much sporty vibes, and I think this would look really cute with like some cargo capris or like a cargo midi skirt or something. Unfortunately, the tag had been ripped out of this, but it was a giant tag. Then we have a graphic tee. This one says NYC Soul, and then it has an apple that says 89, and then it says from the beginning. I just feel like this gives me their vibes a lot, so that's why I'm putting it in the bundle. And it's red, which is one of their favorite colors. I don't know what this is, but I hope they like it. And this is by the brand 555 Soul. And then last top is a turtleneck, because there's a ton of turtlenecks and mock necks on their Pinterest inspo board. This one's just this simple like navy blue color, and it's ribbed. I think that's what that's called. And this is by the brand Talbots, or Talbots, however you want to say it. Okay, moving on to dresses. I managed to pick up 3. First is very similar to a lot of the dresses I saw on the Pinterest board, which are like the little tiny mini plaid dresses, kind of like 60s inspired. I found this black and white plaid one with these pockets in the front, and then it has a tie, so you can make it tight to look like one of those like 60s silhouettes, or you can leave it flowy. I really like how big these pockets are. You could put like your car keys, your phone, your sandwich, all your snacks. You could probably fit a book in there or something, I don't know. This is by the 90s brand Anxiety. Such a cool tag. Next dress is literally insane. And this person has a lot of like ruched like plaid items. Well, I don't know if a lot, but I saw a few like ruched plaid items on their Pinterest board. And I saw this dress, which is like that ruched plaid vibe. And I was like, oh my God, that's like perfect. And they mentioned they wanted to get out of their comfort zone, so I thought this would be like the perfect piece to do that. This is by Free People. It's beautiful. There's the little Free People metal tag. It has these little bow details on the side, and it's a maxi length. Unfortunately, the camera's not at the right angle to show you the full scope of this thing. There you go. It is such a pretty dress. I have a very sad story though. When I washed this, my washer decided to basically rip the entire ribbon off of one side of this dress. Right here. This is holding on by a thread. Do not fear though, I'm just gonna sew it back on and it'll be fine. I mean, these ribbons don't like serve really any purpose, they're decorative, but I'm still gonna fix it obviously, and I don't wanna like not put this in the bundle because I think it is literally gorgeous and perfect. And it has pockets too. Oh my gosh. Yes. Next up is like a utility cargo style dress. Super cute. It's not like a super tight fitting dress. It's pretty loose and carefree, you know the vibes. I really like all like the cargo details of this. And I think it'll look cool with like a belt around the waist. It's like almost like a drop waist silhouette. It's a very interesting piece. This is by the brand No Boundaries. Vintage No Boundaries. Okay, moving on to bottoms. I wasn't able to find them a striped pair of mini shorts. I looked high and low, I looked everywhere, and every single pair that I found, I'm not even joking, was modern Walmart, and they were like pajama shorts. And I don't think that's what they meant by striped mini shorts, you know? I did find them this black pair of mini shorts though, which I did see a few pairs of shorts on their Pinterest board that kind of look like this. So hopefully this will make up for the lack of striped shorts. They're stretchy and soft, they're not like a stiff material. They're mini, but they're not too many, and I think they'll cover the butt because they are low-waisted. I know they look really tiny, but they're a low-waisted short, so they should cover the butt. Next bottom is this lace maxi skirt. There's a lot of like black lace on their Pinterest board and like see-through things. Unfortunately, I couldn't find black lace, but I found cream/white lace. And I know they said they don't wear a lot of skirts, but they did say they're open to like expanding their comfort zone. And I feel like this is a really good layering piece to do that with. And it's a really good quality lace skirt. It's vintage. I don't know the brand, but I can tell it's vintage just by how it feels. Imagine this with like a chunky belt and like a jersey style shirt or something, or even like this, like for that sporty look, you know? I think that would look cool. Next item is another skirt. This is a plaid skirt, and they mentioned if I found like a cool maxi or midi skirt that I think they'd like, that they're willing to try it, and they like plaid, and there's stuff on their Pinterest board that looks like this. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It has like a drop waist effect, so you wear it kind of lower on the hips. I love skirts in this silhouette. I think they're so flattering. And the colors are just so beautiful. And I actually think this is vintage 80s. It's by the brand Enforce Incorporated, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 80s. Look at that. I love this skirt. I'm jealous. Okay, the last bottom is a pair of capris because there are so many capris on this Pinterest board. So I'm giving them this plaid pair of cargo capris. They have like black, maroon, this like mustardy yellow color. Cute little cargo pockets with, look at that button detail. The brand of these is Hurley, and look how cool the pockets on these are. Oh my god, look how cool that is. I want a shirt that's like that pattern. So cool. That's all the main clothing items of the bundle. Now we're gonna go to the accessories. First up, we have this little plaid button-up tank top shirt thing. Cute. With a pair of like black capris or the black mini shorts and some like combat boots. I think that'd be a really cute look. This is vintage Old Navy. And I wanted to give them another sweater since there's so many sweaters on their Pinterest board. So I found this one. It's a vintage Ralph Lauren American flag sweater. This is such a nice quality sweater. It is like so thick and heavy duty. And I really like the little split detail at the bottom. And it's red, once again, one of their favorite colors. Then I got them another skirt to try out and expand their style with. This one is this purple plaid maxi skirt. It's got belt loops and everything. I don't know, I think it'll be a cool piece to experiment with. Hopefully they like it. Next accessory is a necklace. They have something kind of similar to this on their Pinterest board. It's just this like glass or stone pendant on a little black cord. I think it's really pretty. It's very shiny and beautiful. And their last accessory is a messenger bag because I did see a few on their inspo. It's actually vintage from I think the 70s. It has this nice like suede cord that ties around this O-ring. It has these O-rings that match the O-ring here. And it's very structured too. It's not like super slouchy because a lot of the bags on their inspo are like structured bags. So I think this is a really cool addition to the bundle. And with that being said, that is everything included in this bundle. I'm almost done. I have one more bundle to show you guys. So let me get that all situated real quick. Okay, here is the gorgeous bundle that we will be finishing the video off with. This person describes their style as alternative/emo. They're recently into Y2K alternative, True Religion, Ed Hardy, Affliction, bedazzled, tight-fitting shirts with skulls, crosses, roses, etc. And they wear a lot of skirts and dresses with funky tights, but would love to find good jeans. Their style inspirations are Nana Osaki, Monster High, and Bratz alternative fashion, and sometimes clowns. Their favorite colors are black, black plus neon, or jewel-toned colors. They like cheetah print, lace, bedazzled, sequins, roses, cats, and skulls. They're not a fan of brown or tan unless it's in leopard print or it has black in the print. Their dream items are scene/emo skater hoodie, flare jeans, 70s/Y2K inspired coat with fur trim. And then they said they're pretty much open to anything, so they didn't list any items that they don't like or don't need. Yeah. Let's get into it. First up, I have this very Y2K tank top, halter top situation. It's kind of like a slouchy vibe, you see? It has this really cute detail, and then it ties, you can adjust it. And it has kind of like a low back. It's a very similar silhouette to a few things I saw on their Pinterest. This is by the brand Trace Bien. It is either Y2K or vintage. That's such a cute tag. Next top is this vintage Morbid Threads pinstripe little split lingerie top, I guess. It's pink and black pinstripe and it has a cute little pink bow in the middle. Look at that Morbid Threads tag. It's a little skull with a bow. I saw a few shirts with like the split vibe going down the middle on their inspo, and also a lot of like corset style, like bustier style tops as well. So I think this will be good for the bundle. Next top is this neon leopard print tank top. I actually saw a lot of tank tops in this silhouette. They were just like zebra print, but they mentioned they like neon and leopard print, so I think this will be good. The colors on this are really, really pretty, and this is actually Y2K Ocean Pacific. Next up, I have this bedazzled sinful shirt. Very much the vibe they're going for. This vibe is honestly so hard to thrift for because I feel like a lot of people want it and are looking for it. It's very sought after. So this bundle took a lot of searching. The back of the shirt is even better. It has a pair of angel wings and then it has like a heart with guns. That's all for the tops. Next I have a dress that is giving very much Ed Hardy. Look at this. Ed Hardy dupe. This is by the brand Tattoo by Free Spirit. which I guess is fitting because this is like a tattoo print dress. But it's like a full, all the way around printed dress. So I'm giving it to them. Next up, they're getting this super cute cat print cardigan because they mentioned that they like cats. Look at that, it has little kitty cats all over it. I feel like this is giving like Y2K emo, right? I think so. I think they'll like it. I noticed they had like a lot of like animal type motifs on their Pinterest board, like scale animal type vibe, you know that? So whatever, they said they like cats and this is a cardigan covered in cats. This cardigan is by the brand Massimo Supply Co. Moving on to bottoms, I found this skirt covered in skulls and polka dots. There it is. This is by the brand Hot Topic. Cute little pleated emo skirt, man. Beautiful. And then it has like a little lace trim on the bottom. Next bottom is a pair of shorts. These are leopard print shorts and they are very much giving me Nana Osaki vibes. I feel like she would wear these with tights and like a red shirt and a black cardigan or something. Look at those. These are vintage blue asphalt. Little mini shorts, little hot shorts I think is the correct term. And then lastly for bottoms, I got them this pair of flared Y2K jeans. I was not able to find like bedazzled ones. Those aren't in the thrift stores anymore, I fear. I mean, I'm sure they are, but I could not find any pairs. Actually, that's a lie. I found one pair, but the thrift store wanted like $24 for them. And I'm not doing that. So I thought these would be a good alternative. These are Y2K Aeropostale jeans and you can definitely style these super like Y2K emo, like the vibe they want. I mean, you could wear like a studded belt and then like a bedazzled shirt and then some DCs and I think it would fit the aesthetic pretty well. They have some nice distressing going on. These are almost considered vintage. They're 3 years off. They're from December of 2009. Hopefully this pair of flared jeans will suffice. I tried my hardest to find those bedazzled things, but it just wasn't happening. I was able to give them a fur-lined coat though. A fur-lined zebra print coat. There was a lot of zebra print on their Pinterest board. I think this is probably the most perfect coat I could give them. This is actually from my personal closet. I wore it for my Hum costume a few years ago and I haven't worn it since and I was literally only keeping it for sentimental reasons. But I don't really feel the need to do that. I feel like it's a waste almost and I really think this person is gonna like this coat. So I'm parting ways with it, but that's okay. It's gonna go to somebody who's really gonna like it, I hope. Anyways, this is by the brand Earl Rattenbury or Rattenbury, I don't know. That's all the clothing items for the bundle. Now I'm going to show you the accessories. First up we have this super Y2K hat. This is by the brand No Fear. Stars all over it and these cute little studs. So that's the first accessory. Next up we have this really cute gray, black, and pink striped skinny scarf. I think these look really cute with like tube tops because they are so thin. I feel like it works with tube tops and then like a Y2K pair of flared jeans and then wedges. I know it seems kind of like a contradiction to wear a scarf with a tube top, but trust me, they were doing that in the early 2000s. And I feel like this scarf is giving like emo vibes, so you could do it in like an emo Y2K way, you know? I feel like I'm just saying buzzwords by now. I've been filming for so long. Like, what am I saying? Like, I'm not making sense. I'm just saying emo Y2K alternative. Boho whimsy goth over and over and over again. Are you understanding me? Hopefully. Anyways, next accessory is a pair of pink polka dot tights. They mentioned they kind of sometimes get inspo from clowns and I feel like these are very clown-esque. Then I have another pair of funky tights. These ones look very similar except they have pink bats all over them. The bats kind of remind me of scale animals, so, you know, I think it fits the vibe. And it's a funky pair of tights once again. So they're getting those. And then they're getting this green colorful grommet belt. I think it's giving emo. And they like bright colors, so yeah. And then last accessory is this super cute like charm waist chain / belt thing. I think this will look really cute with like the black halter top I showed you. Like that with this belt and once again like flared jeans. I think that'd be a really cute Y2K look. I'm gonna give you some up close shots of the charms. There's a heart one, this circle one, and then here's another circle one that has some sort of face on it. I thought this was a lion at first, but now I think it might be Medusa. I don't know. And that brings us to the conclusion of this month's style bundle breakdown video. And I'm wondering, would you guys want this to be a monthly thing? Like every single time I do a style bundle drop, would you want me to show you the completed style bundles? I know a few of you find this interesting, but does the majority find this interesting? Because I don't want to do it every month if like this is boring to a lot of you guys. So let me know if you do want it to be a monthly thing. If not, I'll probably do it every 2 or 3 months, you know? I will say this took a really long time to film, like 4.5 hours, but I could work on that. I just need to stop talking so much. I guess that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification to get notified every single time I upload. I don't have a schedule, so I post whenever. So hit that bell so you can be the first to like and comment, because that's just the vibe, man. I hope you guys have a good day, night, morning, whatever time it is where you live. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!